and goes up the middle, stop for 3 yards.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting formation. They went power I with a single receiver. Again, that's some of that old school power football, right? You know, we saw a little bit of it last week, and I think the old power I is making a reemergence after 20 years of being on the shelf. So.
Well, that brings up 2nd and 7. Ball at the 23-yard line in the scoreless game. Cash Hall comes out. And, ball's mishandled, but he's brought down hard.
Yeah, big.
Hard, big sack by the Millwood Falcons.
Big Perry Lewis.
Now, we've said Perry Lewis's name more than a few times here in just about a quarter.
Yeah, you know, I actually coached Perry in baseball, and you know, when you look at him, you just knew that he was going to grow into a really good ball player. And as I sit here and look at him at 275 pounds, standing at about 6'2", you know, he's definitely a kid that you have to respect.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 15. Cash Hall spreads the field. Millwood playing the pass. There's a
screenplay.
And Cash Hall gets a nice chunk of that back, bring up a 4th and 5. But there looks like there is a flag on the field.
Yeah, it might be a block in the back by Casher. We'll have to see. But I did see on that screen that someone didn't quite pull off when the numbers were showing and kind of made a block in the back. Well, it was a holding call. They called it holding.
Yep. Millwood declines the penalty. That'll bring up about a 4th and
about
looks
6,
like a 4th and 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Casher brings out, get ready to punt from their own field. Punter set up around the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
10:30 left in the 2nd quarter. And Casher gets ready for the punt. See if he can flip that field that we've been talking about. And it's juggles the snap. And ball
mishandled. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You know, Casher kind of looked like they might have been thinking fake, but instead, at the last minute, the punter opted for a rugby-style punt, and the ball went right at a Millwood defender, and he mishandled it, and Casher got it back, and they also now retain possession.
Wow, that was a real strange turn of events. 1st and 10 for the Casher Hall Commandos. And this first down is brought to you by Metro Technology Centers. That's also our first turnover of the game.
Wow.
Millwood's defense had them stopped, and it's just kind of a fluky play there.
Yeah, now Casher has the ball midfield instead of deep on their own field.
Ball at the 36-yard line of Casher Hall. Flag on the play.
Yeah, play blown dead.
Looks like a false start on Casher Hall. That'll move him back 5 yards. That'll bring the ball back to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were about to run a quarterback read play. They were in a 4-wide set. They motioned the slot receiver across, and the quarterback read it. It looked like he had a little bit of a seam to run in, but the play was blown dead before he had a chance to see what he could make out of it. So
that'll bring up a 1st and 15.
Yeah.
Just under 10 minutes gone in the left in the half of play. Okay. Jackson Henderson in the backfield in the shotgun formation, in the pistol formation. Ball is snapped, slant pass, snipped out really quickly by the Millwood Falcons.
Yep. Tackle. Very good fundamental tackle by number 45. Number 45, Demetrius Anderson. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at my list here.
Yeah, Demetrius Anderson.
There he is, Demetrius Anderson. I didn't have my glasses on.
Well, that was a 4-yard completion on the slant. 2nd and long for the Commandos. 9 minutes left in the half. Play clock ticking down. And we had pistol formation. Ball snap. And there's a play action. Ball thrown. And it's picked up by the Falcons.
There you
go.
It
looks like a pick six.
Yep.
He's at the 20-10. And the goal, the touchdown.
Beautiful
Millwood.
play by Dantes Fagan.
Yes.
Beautiful job. You know, Cassia Hall was going to do the fake counter trap and then play action it, and the quarterback was under a little bit of pressure and floated that ball high. Fagan was right there. Beautiful interception. Accelerated down the sideline for a score.
Yes, pick six. And this scoring recap is brought to you by Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway stores. That was a beautiful interception. Took him back to the house. Millwood now just broke this scoreless game as they line up for the two-point conversion. We already talked about their adventures in the kicking game.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and elect not to kick it and just go for two.
So we got trips at the far end. Falcons line up. Howard takes a snap, looking for a pass. And, one-handed, nice grab.
But a flag is down.
Flag on the play.
Wow, that was beautiful. He jumped up and palmed the ball in midair and snatched it in.
Flag on the play, though. See if this two-point conversion will stand. And it's a hold against Millwood that will back them up. So that'll knock off that two-point conversion and see if the Falcons can punch it in now from about 13. Well,
looks like about 14 yards or 14 yards out.
Yeah, so
15 yards out.
So Millwood will try this conversion again from the 15-yard line. We'll replay the down. 8:49 left in the half.
Again, same formation.
Yep.
Trips wide, single receiver to the bottom.
Yep. Howard in the shotgun formation.
Looking to the sideline.
Here we go. This clock is down. Play clock's just under 8 seconds. Here we go. Little motion out of the backfield.
Oh, pressure. Pressure.
Big pressure, but he escapes, and he looks, and, knocked away at the last moment by Cassia Hall's number 17, Zachary Urin. And that two-point conversion is no good.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I mean, again, Millwood was going to try to roll to the trips, and then all of a sudden he was met with pressure and had to reverse field. And then once he did that, he tried to go to the backside, but Cassia Hall had it covered very well.
So that makes the score now 6. Millwood Falcons 6. Cassia Hall nothing.
Very, very interesting start to this game.
Yes, it is. You know, they used to say, well, you know, sometimes if you let a team just hang around.
If you let them hang around, they'll make you pay for it later. Yeah. That's right.
So we'll see here if Cassia Hall can get the ship going. They look like they had a little luck going their way with the punt that actually turned into a turnover, and they had the ball at the 36-yard line. But after a big play by Millwood's defense for a sack, and then when they were able to then get immense kind of just a total blitz package pressure on the Cassia Hall and to force the pick 6.
Yeah.
Now Millwood, you know, how does Cassia Hall respond for something like this?
Well, you know, I wouldn't panic. It's just 6-0. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they are already, you know, doing, even though it's 6-0 and they, you know, basically made a mistake and gave Millwood a score, Millwood didn't earn that on their own. They just capitalized on a turnover. So I would stay with it. I wouldn't change a thing.
Houston kicks the ball off, fielded at the 15-yard line, and Cassia Hall brings the ball back, dropped at the 33-yard line. And Cassia Hall will take over a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line, heading towards the south end zone. 8:43 left in the half. Again, Millwood 6, Cassia Hall 0. Henderson.
Very, very interesting game so far. I'm telling you, folks, if you're anywhere around Millwood's campus, get up here because this is a great game tonight.
Handoff up the middle and turned away. They hit like a blue wave, pushed them back into the backfield, and it looks like there's a loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. The clock starts to run, creeping down to the 8-minute mark. You got substitutions coming in for Cassia Hall.
Yeah, that's a whole new personnel grouping. So it's going from a run-oriented to a pass-oriented offense now.
All right, pistol formation. Henderson in the pistol formation. Looks, ball's thrown, complete for a gain of 6 to the Cassia Hall 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a quick out route. We call those bench routes. And it's very, very difficult to cover because the receiver immediately accelerates away from the defense. And it's almost like a swing pass.
Brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Cash Hall Commandos. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Receivers on each side. Kind of a strong I formation. Pistol and the ball fake and quick pass out to the sidelines. And, it looks like it's going to be close for a first down. Not sure. It depends on what the spot's going to be here.
It looks, the referee signaling first down.
Yep. So that first down for Cassia Hall. First down is brought to you by Metro Technology Centers. The chains move. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left in the half. And that's a first down for Cassia Hall. Henderson still in that quarter. Looks like the 46-yard line, 46-yard line of Cassia Hall. And as the clock run out, ball spotted at the 45-yard line, 6:50 left in the half.
Yeah, this is definitely a situation here where they could either run or pass and still be in good shape. The question is whether or not Millwood can stop them. And again, they're in a power run with a double tight end set.
Looks like they got a man motioning out of the backfield coming out to the near side. And it's a play-action pass right over the middle and right through the tight end's hands.
Yeah, the ball was thrown a little bit too far behind him, but the tight end was open, and it would have been a nice gain of about 10 yards if he would have caught it.
Yeah, it looks like he just hit that seam. Patrick Spitzley just, like you said, ball is just a little bit behind him. Ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah. Quarterback got a little bit excited.
All right. They're in a pass formation. Trips to the near side. Henderson in a pistol formation. He's looking deep. And looks like he has, man, but the ball is just overthrown.
Well-defended play. Very, very well-defended play by Dantes Fagan. Great job. They tried to go for the matchup. You know, they had trips to the bottom, and they had one-on-one at the top with the Hensley kid. And, you know, he tried to stretch the field on a go route, and Dantes Fagan did a great job of stacking him and riding him out of bounds so that the ball couldn't be caught.
Yep. 4th and 9, punt formation for Cassia Hall. 6:17 left in the half. And Cassia Hall brings in a late sub, number 87, Patrick Calabro.
Look at the punter and look at how he's directionally setting up.
Yeah.
He's kicking that ball away from Demarion Houston. Well,
he feels it, though.
He feels it.
And now he breaks one open. And
there it is.
Now we got a flag on the play, but
he's out the gate.
And he's caught by that punter.
Wow. Wow.
Ran right into them.
So, he had 4 blockers in front of him. I don't know how he got tackled by the punter.
I mean, that was a touchdown-saving tackle.
My goodness.
There is a flag on the field.
There is a flag down. You know, anytime he's on the field and the ball's punted and he can get his hands on it, he can make you pay for it.
Yep.
But my advice to my man, Demarion Houston, the University of Texas commit, never let the punter catch you.
But I thought the object was run away.
Yeah, he tried to run over him. He throw the fake, juke him, spin out of his arms, but don't let the man tackle you.
All right. So, timeout on the field.
Yeah, the ball's being moved back. Penalty on the play, timeout on the field. Now I'm sure that Coach Franklin's perhaps making some of the same comments we're making up here. Open field, one-on-one, you are not supposed to be tackled, period.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a quick timeout for here at the Millwood football broadcast brought to you by Love's Travel Stop. We'll be right back after these messages to the LW Good Stadium.
always make Eric Thompson's Capitol Square convenience and Subway stores a part of your stop when needing gas for your car or just for a good meal. Eric Thompson and his stores have been serving Oklahoma City for over 20 years now, and he and his companies are proud inaugural sponsors of the Millwood Falcons football broadcast. Visit Capitol Square Convenience Store and buy 2 delicious hot dogs and a drink for only $3.59 or get a 2-liter soda for $1.99. Eric Thompson's Capitol Square and Subway store at 950 Northeast 23rd Street or his other Subway store at 5745 North Martin Luther King Avenue across the street from Remington Park. You can't miss it. Eric Thompson, Capitol Square and Subway stores is proud sponsors of Millwood Falcons
10
football.
seconds.
Now, back to the game. Loves presents Millwood Falcons football play-by-play.
And we're back here at Leotis Robinson Memorial Field. Millwood Falcons and Cash Hall Commandos. Millwood just took a run out to the near side and dropped for a loss of about 2 on that play.
Yeah, they were in that diamond package where you have 3 running backs in the backfield and didn't get it blocked.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Millwood Falcons. They got looks like a
diamond again.
A diamond backfield. Mark Major goes out in motion. We still have a quarterback in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. He's looking, and he has a man open. Oh! Ball just falls incomplete at the 40-yard line.
You know, that pass was a little short. You know, Demarion Houston has to go down on his knees to try and catch it. Again, it's one of those things, the mechanics of being a quarterback. You really do have to step and transfer your weight. You can't sit back on your back foot. You can't try to touch the ball. You just have to relax, follow through, and throw the ball.
All right, Millwood in spread formation. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 12, about 5 minutes. Flag on the play. Ball's thrown deep. And Marks Major with the reception, but we'll see what this penalty on the play is.
Wow, that was a great throw and catch. Good route by Majors. We talked earlier about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, but he kind of ran under that ball just like a wide receiver, and that's what makes him so valuable. He's a kid.
False start. Millwood Falcons had to wipe out that beautiful pass play.
Yeah.
And march the Falcons back, bring up a 3rd and 17 on the play.
What I was going to say is that Marcus Majors is a kid who really can be an every down back, you know, and I think that's what Oklahoma sees in him.
Again, that's 3rd and 16. Clock starts to move. Millwood up 6-0. 5 minutes left in the half. Millwood trips to the top. Ball snap. Gets some protection. The ball is flung deep, and a little miscommunication there with the quarterback and the intended wide receiver.
Yeah, I think that's just a throwaway. He was under pressure, couldn't read anybody, so he just decided to throw the ball away.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Millwood Falcons. The clock stops at 4:57. Now, this is a great opportunity for the Cash Hall Commandos to see if they can get a short field here going in here in this towards the end of this first half. They have 2 guys back here at the 50-yard line. Millwood's in a punt formation.
They are definitely setting up for a return, and Millwood's trying to determine whether or not they want to burn the clock.
And Millwood takes looks like a timeout, and with that, I think we'll take one more timeout. And we're here. This is Johnny Moore with the coach, Gary Woods, Millwood Falcons, taking on the Cash Hall Command.
Garden Cemetery is a proud sponsor of Millwood Athletics.
Now, back to the game. Loves presents Millwood Falcons football play-by-play.
And we're back here at Leotis Robinson Memorial Field. Millwood Falcons still going through the timeout. And this timeout is brought to you by Riverside Garden Cemetery. Yes, Riverside Garden Cemetery. Millwood Falcons about to come out back to the field to see if they're looking like they're coming back out in a punt formation. And 4:57 left in the half. 4th and 16. Millwood back in the punt formation. Now it looks like Cash Hall just has one man back there, do-it-all player Brad Hensley, ready to take this punt. Play clock's running, and here's the ball is punted. Great punt
by Majors.
Incredible punt, and the ball is muffed, and Hensley's having some problems picking the ball up, and he's dropped at the 36-yard line.
Wow, if you ever needed a nice punt, Marcus Majors delivers. Wow.
That was incredible. I mean, I think Cash Hall, they were really looking to have a shorter field here.
Yeah, that's the reason why they had two defenders back there. They were definitely trying to set up a return, but they were thinking that the ball was going to be a line driver that they could handle off the ground, pick up and run. But instead, he basically floated one that made their returners back up.
Cash Hall in a pistol formation, twins to the near side, and ball is handed off up the middle, dropped for about a 4-yard gain, right up the middle. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Millwood up 6-0.
Yeah, Demetrius Anderson made that tackle, and, you know, he's been very, very active tonight. Not a very big guy, but, you know, he's statting up pretty well with the tackles.
Now, Cash Hall back with twins to the near side. Pistol formation. Quick snap. Ball handed all up middle again, and he finds some daylight, and he's able to turn that into about a 20-yard gain up the middle. Cash Hall finding some ways to move the ball here.
Yeah, Mark Ashford, he got the ball. The big fullback rumbled for 20-plus yards. Just one of those plays where the Millwood defense kind of fell asleep and didn't read their keys, and he took advantage of it.
That brings the ball to the Millwood 43-yard line, about 4 minutes left in the half. First down, Commandos. They walk up to the line, kind of in their, that looks like their power run set that they've been coming out here a little bit. And the ball play is blown dead.
Yeah, it looked like they were getting ready to set up a counter.
Yep.
False counter trap play, and
false start against the Commandos. Got to move them back 5 yards. You know, sometimes in those penalties, it can kind of just get you off schedule.
Yeah, they can slow down your momentum, you know, and back you up, you know. So now it's 1st and 15.
1st and 15 at the Millwood Falcon 48-yard line. Clock's running. 33 minutes and 45 seconds left in the half. Cash Hall with the ball, 1st and 15. Kind of in their power run formation again. Ball snap, and it's a play-action play looking deep. Hensley just overthrown out of his outreached arms.
Yeah. And
that will bring up a 2nd and 15.
You know, really, you know, they're trying their best to get the matchups they want with the Hensley kid. And so oftentimes you'll see him in the backfield so that Millwood can't line up on him, and then they move him to where they want to move him to get the mismatch. And usually they want him one-on-one.
So twins to the near side. Looks like Cash Hall's getting ready to punt. And wild snap exchange there. And he's able to actually get away, avoids the rush, loses his helmet in the process.
Yeah.
But he was actually able to turn what would have been about a 5 to 6 yard loss into about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, very, very nice scramble.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Cash Hall. And looks like Cash Hall is going to take a timeout. Timeout, Cash Hall. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left in the half. And with that, we'll take ourselves a timeout as well. This is Johnny Moore with the coach, Gary Woods at Okay. It looks like it's 4th down, Cassia Hall. But it looks like they're also in, looks like they're in 4-down territory here.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go for it. Oh, sideline warning.
Okay, yeah, sideline warning. So Twins to the far side. Cash Hall looking at pistol formation. Ball snap, play action pass, and just ball falls incomplete, and Millwood will take over on downs.
Yeah, that was a slant route intended for Brad Hensley. Well, covered very, very well by Dantes Fagan. He's been doing really good tonight, covering Hensley. Earlier he stacked him downfield on a go route, and then he got a pick six, had an interception return for a touchdown, and then, he forced a turnover on 4th down. Great job.
Yeah, so Millwood will take over the ball at the 36-yard line. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the half. See if they can mount some type of offense here. And ball was dropped, picked up. Almost, the ball looks like he just snatched the ball from a defender's hand. Daniel Howard was able to avoid a catastrophe in that play.
Yeah, but he lost some yards.
Yeah, he lost some yards, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been a turnover with a short field.
So clock's running, 2 minutes and counting. 2nd and 15 for the Millwood Falcons at the 32-yard line. Yeah, it just looked like the ball just slipped out on a read option.
Yeah.
All right, Millwood, the spread offense. Ball snapped, and it looks like there's a.
He thought he was going to run, but Cassia Hall's defense very, very disciplined. Those players were there in their gaps, and there was no place for him to go.
Yeah, everybody stayed at home, and that drops him again. And Millwood now with a 3rd and 17, clock still running.
Man, and it looks like Cassia Hall is lining up to bring pressure.
So ball is snapped. Millwood's looking, got a man open. Oh!
Majors was all by himself, and Daniel Howard didn't notice him standing out there on the sideline just like he was last week at Douglas. If he picks Majors up, Majors is still running.
So appreciate everybody tuning into the broadcast, but if you actually want to see the YouTube stream of this game, go to the Perry Broadcasting YouTube channel. That's the Perry Broadcasting YouTube channel. You'll actually be able to hear this game commentary along with the stream of this game. So Millwood's in the punt formation. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the half. It's 4th and 17. And again, another nice punt from the Falcons.
Well, I can tell you,
there's a block in the back, flags all over the field.
In the back.
Yeah, I think that was kind of an easy one to call.
Yeah, but let me say this. Marcus Majors has punted extremely well tonight. He has consistently, put punts in the air anywhere between 35 and 40 yards, getting Millwood out of bad field position, flipping the field, and making Cassia Hall, go the length of the field. I am very, very surprised, especially considering what we saw last week.
Yes.
He's punting extremely well.
So with the penalty, Cassia Hall will take over 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Just under a minute left to play in the half. Cassia Hall comes out. Again, kind of in their power-looking set. 2 tight ends. And a rollout looking for a man, and the ball was thrown just outside of number 2. Incomplete pass intended for Bobby Byers.
Yeah, it was just a situation where the quarterback didn't set his feet on the throw. But he was there. It was a good route. It just didn't connect.
So with that incomplete pass, the clock will stop. 48 seconds left. Brings up 2nd down. Cassia Hall at their 29-yard line. Score is Millwood 6, Cassia Hall nothing. Again, Cassia Hall kind of in that power run that they do. right up the middle, and he is met by a swarm of Falcons.
Yes. That was a very, very good play by the outside linebacker, Elijah Bryson. We call him Ra-Ra. Yeah, Elijah Ra-Ra Bryson was there, and he hit him straight on, and the guy knew he'd been hit too.
Well, now there's just a couple of seconds difference between the game clock and the actual clock there on the field. So it looks like if Cash Hall doesn't want to snap the ball, they don't have to.
That's right.
And this will take us to halftime.
Yes.
Yes, halftime at this Millwood Cash Hall game. Exciting game. Defensive struggle right now.
Yes.
The Millwood Falcons are up 6. Cash Hall, nothing. Now we'll go ahead and we'll go to halftime. Our halftime sponsor, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We will be back with our halftime analysis here at Millwood Stadium at L.W. Good Stadium. And again, Millwood Falcons broadcast brought to you by Love Travel Stops and Country.
Let's drop. Let's go.
App Store. Also brought to you by Loves.
And we're back at Leotis Robinson Memorial Field. I'm Johnny Moore, and I'm here with the coach, Gary Woods. Coach.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me, this first half just seemed like a real defensive struggle?
Yeah. Both of these teams, are getting it done defensively. The only score in this game came from a defensive play, an interception by I want to say Dantes Fagan, and he took it 40 yards for a score. Of course, Millwood couldn't convert on the 2-point conversion, but that's been the only score. Cassia Hall has done extremely well. They've played extremely well. Their 4-down linemen have really controlled the line of scrimmage against Millwood, forcing them to do what they don't want to do, and that is pass the ball instead of run the ball. So Marcus Majors hasn't had very many touches offensively. And then, of course, when you look at what Cassia has done and what Millwood has done to them is the exact same thing, except Cassia has had a little bit more success, right before the half with the long run, by their number 40, Mark Ashford, and then they've connected on a few short possession passing routes. So from an efficiency standpoint, to be totally honest, Cassia looks a little bit more efficient offensively than Millwood does right now, but it's a defensive battle all the way around.
That's a saying, you let them hang around, you let them hang around.
Yeah.
I mean, it is safe to say that Millwood, with the studs that they have on this team, that they, on paper, they should be, doing a little bit more. You would expect them to win.
Yeah, when you look at the stats, when it comes down to rushing, Millwood has a total of 9 rushes for 7 yards. So any sort of positive gains that they may have had running the ball was given back because, Daniel Howard took sacks, because of the pressure from the defensive line and linebackers of Cassia Hall. And then when you look at the passing game, right now Millwood are 3 for 9 for 62 yards, and quite honestly, that's not going to get it. 3 of 9 completion rate. And then when you look at Cassia Hall statistics, they have, 12 run plays for a total of 55 yards, and they're 8 of 15 for 35 yards. Again, their only real blemish is the one INT that was thrown and that was returned for a touchdown. And so if you take that interception away, it's a 0-0 game, but statistically, Cassia Hall is actually a little bit more efficient and perhaps slightly outplaying Millwood right now.
Well, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this broadcast. Of course, it's the Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores Millwood Falcon High School football broadcast. Our other sponsors, Metro Technology Centers, Geronimo's, Eric Thompson's, Capitol Square and Subway Stores, First Security Bank, Riverside Garden Cemetery, the Black Chronicle newspaper, Power 103.5, and Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. So, Coach,
yes, sir.
Quick question. For Cassia Hall, what type of adjustments do they need to make for them to come out and get a little bit more cooking in the second half?
Well, defensively, they need to keep doing what they're doing. And right now, they're in the 3-4 defense. They're blitzing and run blitzing linebackers. Those guys are very, very disciplined. Their defensive linemen are staying in their rush lanes. They're playing their gaps well. Linebackers are running and flowing well. They're being exactly where they're supposed to be. They know they can't run with Millwood, so what they've been doing is playing some soft zone coverage, staying on top, forcing Daniel Howard to make the accurate throw, and he's struggling with that. Offensively, if I'm Cassia, I'm trying to figure out a way to get Mark Ashford in the game a little bit more, okay? As well as try to get the ball to Hensley, and from that combination, I would probably try to, right now, running against Millwood hasn't been overly successful, even though they have 55 yards. But, the quick passing game appears to be working for them, and I would continue doing those things, but I wouldn't gamble with it. I would keep my passes safe. I would go back to the slant routes. I would throw the quick outs, You know, I will take a shot every now and then downfield when I got the matchup.
Sure.
But other than that, I would stay the course. You know, as far as Millwood is concerned, you know, I think that Millwood needs to come out and figure out a way to get the ball in the hands of Marcus Major. You know, there was several situations where the balls were thrown downfield for Demarion Houston, but they never, ever made it to Marcus Majors. And I think, you know, really, you know, Marcus Major is going to be the guy catching the ball out in the flats and seeing what he can do one-on-one on the edges. I think that'll make a big difference. And then running the ball. Just flat out hand the guy the ball. Give him the ball. You know, I wouldn't be overly concerned about trying to spread out the defense with a bunch of wide receivers. I personally would get more guys at the point of attack.
Sure.
And give your blue chip running back the ball, you know. So my message to Coach Franklin, run the football.
Now, I mean, we like you said, good things happen when Marcus Major touches the ball, even in the special teams game when he was actually able to, I think, prevent Millwood from giving Casher Hall the short field.
Yeah.
I mean, night and day difference between last week and the kicking game and this week.
Right. And then another thing I would probably do offensively if I'm Millwood is I'd figure out a way to get Demarion Houston the ball, maybe on some jet sweeps. I would go back to the short possession routes and see if he can make a guy miss and take it long. You know, I really wouldn't try to stretch the field right now, given the fact that the Millwood offensive line is having problems, you know, pass protecting against the defensive front of Casher Hall. I would get rid of the ball quickly. And then I would probably look at, you know, maybe some quarterback run stuff. You know, I would maybe try to shift my run-pass ratio more towards the run and see what I can do with all the great speed and athleticism I have on offense.
Well, Coach Medina and Coach Franklin definitely have some halftime adjustments that they need to make for the second half. And we have a couple adjustments that we need to make. Don't forget that you can see this game on our YouTube broadcast. Just go to the Perry Broadcast YouTube channel, and you can follow along with us and get video of this game. We're going to take a quick break here because somebody just brought us some of this world-famous Millwood food, concession stand food that I think we might want to try just for a second. It's hot, so
wings.
Yeah, we have wings and we have
pork chops.
Yes, wings and pork chops. So if you please excuse us, this is the Millwood Falcon High School football broadcast brought to you by Love's Chapel.
Hey, are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
All right.
So anyway, picking up, looking at the halftime statistics, again, Millwood has 9 rushes for 7 yards, and they are 3 of 9 for 62 yards passing. And then Casher Hall, they have 12 rushes for a total of 55 yards, and their passing statistics are 8 completions, 15 attempts for a total of 35 yards, 1 interception that resulted in a touchdown.
And that's one thing that separates us right now. That's 6 points for that pick 6 return. We're getting ready to start the second half here. Millwood's back on the field, and Casher Hall, they're starting to make their way back out. And again, we've gone through some of the keys to the second half and some of the halftime adjustments that need to be made. Coach, is there just one bit of advice if you could give them a secret tip? What would you tell Coach Medina and Casher Hall? If something that you've seen that if they had an opportunity to exploit, what would that be?
You know, I would, again, load my defense up and play the run. You know, right now, Millwood's passing is not working for them. You know, like I said, they're 3 of 9, you know, for a total of 62 yards. Now, if you look at the 3 completions, you know, and you do the math on that, you know, we're looking at 20 yards a pop. So, I mean, you know, that scares you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, if you just simply stay on top and, you know, don't let Demarion Houston beat you, play the run and get penetration and try to keep, you know, the run game at bay, you're going to be in great shape. If I'm Casher right now and I'm looking at the statistics and I'm looking at the scoreboard, I'm honestly saying to myself, hey, guys, we are in great shape. We are in great shape because this is a team that's supposed to have about 21 on the board by now, and they're not. You know, you're stuffing them. You're controlling the ball. You're sustaining a few drives here and there. And the stat line clearly does favor Casher Hall right now, which is shocking to me. So I honestly think that this is, you know, going to be a great football game, and it really is going to come down to a coaching battle.
Okay.
I'm just going to be upfront with you.
Okay.
This is going to be a coaching battle because I think Casher Hall kind of has Millwood figured out a little bit, and they understand Millwood's limitations, and they're going to defend to that. And the question is does Millwood have an answer? And that, again, brings out coaching. Millwood might have to deviate from what they've been doing in the first half, you know, and just try to figure out to get that ball somewhere near number 5, you know, and get the ball to Demarion Houston, but it might not be a downfield strike. It might be a short possession route like a slant or a hitch or, you know, a quick out.
And again, that same question for Coach Franklin. If you had that one piece of secret advice, that one little nugget that you could give him, what would that be?
You know, recognize real quickly that you're not, you know, that the quarterback, the passing game's not working. You know, go back to, you know, the run first mentality. You know, if you're unsure with your offensive line, figure out a way to get a fullback in the game, maybe get a tight end in the game and get more guys at the point of attack.
Okay.
But the ball needs to get in the hands of number 5. Number 5 and 28.
So here we're getting ready here to start the second half here. Again, start of the third quarter. Millwood Falcons 6, Casher Hall 0. Teams are on the field getting ready to get the kickoff going here. Casher Hall will be heading south. Millwood will be, looks like they're going to be receiving the ball, heading towards the north end zone.
Yeah, they actually deferred, so this is exactly what Millwood wanted. And, you know, if you haven't been to L.W. Good Stadium in a long time, when you look north at Millwood, it used to be a lot of trees.
Yeah.
And now all you see is some open field and a house that's been sitting there. And, you know, that is a sure sign of progress. So for those of you who don't know, you know, Millwood was the citizens of the Millwood School District passed a $14.5 million bond issue.
Okay.
And what's going to come out of that is going to be a brand new indoor facility and locker room on the north end of the stadium, and that's very, very exciting for this program.
Okay, so the house is going away?
The house is going away.
Well, that's probably the best seat in the stadium right there. Just climb up out there on the roof and you can just see the entire field.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could, because everywhere else around the stadium is blocked off with privacy fences.
Yeah. All right, well, Casher Hall's lined up, getting ready to kick off, begin the second half. Ball is kicked deep, squib kick, bounced high, rolling back slowly. Needs to hurry up and get on it.
Oh, great job.
Yeah.
Great job
Millwood
by
covers
Isaiah.
the ball up. Quick, smart play. balls looks like it's going to be placed at the Millwood 25-yard line. So getting a heads-up play by Isaiah Major to cover that ball up because Cash Hall is coming down.
Yeah, you know, I don't think Millwood was prepared for that squib kick because it took, you know, someone forever to get there. In fact, Isaiah came across the field just to recover the ball.
So Millwood in that diamond formation. Marks Major slides out in motion. Ball handed out up the middle. Power move, power running by the Millwood Falcons.
Yeah, that was a good run by Miles Wooten, and it was well blocked. And I guess can't help but to think though that, you know, while Miles is a great kid, you know, I really would like to see number 5 get more touches.
Yeah. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Millwood in the diamond formation again. One split. Ball's it, and it's a quarterback keeper. And it looks like he's actually maybe brought down for a little minimal gain.
Yeah, that play was kind of disrupted by the bad snap.
So Millwood Falcons facing a 3rd and 4 here at their 30-yard line. Kind of coming out trying to set the tone here. They got a diamond formation again, looking like they're really trying to pound the ball on this Cash Hall defense. And here we go. We got a sprint coming out to the side. Oh, nice move and pushed out of bounds. A little extracurricular there after the play. Pushed out of bounds after Cash Hall. Flag on the play.
Yeah, well, that was a great play. They have a gain of about 15 yards. Player looks to be okay.
Good players coming, but it looks like that penalty is going to be against Casher Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary roughness penalty on Casher Hall. At least that's what it's shaping up for now. We'll wait for the official word from the refs. The personal foul. So that'll tack on a few more yards to that great run that they just had, and I think that'll add 15 more yards to that, and should move the ball into Casher Hall territory now.
And see, that's the kind of play that Casher doesn't need to give Millwood. The kid was clearly out of bounds. Pull off of it. He wasn't even trying to go forward. He was actually headed towards the sideline.
So Millwood again in that diamond formation at the 40-yard line of Casher Hall. Marks Majors goes out in motion. Handoff.
To Isaiah Majors.
Yep, just off the tackle to the far side, and he's able to take it out for about looks like 5 to 6 yards of rush.
Well, it sounds like Coach Franklin heard the halftime show.
Yeah, maybe he's watching it on YouTube. And again, that YouTube, if you want to watch and stream this game, you can go to the Perry Broadcasting YouTube channel. We're broadcasting right now. You can hear our lovely voices, Johnny Moore and the coach calling this game. Millwood in that diamond formation again, pounding the ball. Marks Majors comes in motion to the near side. And we got a pass. Touchdown! Complete touchdown, Millwood, and just that quickly.
Yep.
Millwood strikes to open up the second half with scoring. Demarion Houston with the reception, 30-yard reception, and it was a perfect pass.
Yeah, so when looking at that diamond package, each time they sent Marcus Majors in motion. And every time they sent him in motion, they ran the ball. That got Casher Hall playing up a little bit. And so on this last play, Demarion Houston went out, faked the block, hit another gear, and went long. They play action fake, threw the ball over the top.
Millwood's lined up for the two-point conversion. Had a little trouble on the last one. A penalty foiled that attempt. But now they're here. And looks like they're just going to take it up the middle. And it was a strong fight. Two-point conversion is good. Millwood Falcons with quarterback keeper. The score is now 14-0. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. And Millwood comes out, and just that quickly, they put 8 on the board.
Now, what was the difference in that drive? It was a run-first drive. run, and then threw it over the top.
So
Now, the only thing wrong with that is, like I said before, number 5, Marcus Major, need to get more touches.
now Marcus Major could have been the most heralded decoy.
That's
of
what
all
he
time.
was. As soon as he went in motion, everybody was watching where he went.
So that scoring recap is brought to you by Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway stores. Millwood Falcons again extend the lead. 14, Cassia Hall nothing. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. 2 minutes right off the clock, about a minute and 57-second drive there. Capped off with a 30-yard completion for the touchdown. Now Cassia Hall takes the field, getting ready for the kick return. Millwood looks like they, again, listen to Coach Woods and, got that nugget that we dropped on the YouTube stream. We're here now, and we got Mr. Houston getting ready to kick the ball off.
Let's see what he does with it.
And it's low but nice line drive kick. Fielded. And Cassia Hall had a little something cooking there. Got it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice return by Hensley.
Now they'll take over at the 35-yard line with a fresh set of downs. 9:56 left in the third quarter. Millwood on top, 14-0.
Now to make that kick that Demarion just kicked a little bit better, kick it away from number 3. Kick it away from it.
Yeah, now that, again, Hensley is Cassia Hall's do-it-all guy. Now, Cassia Hall coming out in that power run offense. He just got one wide receiver split out. A little whistle here. Stopped. There was a flag on the play.
Looked like it might be a delay.
See, we'll get the official word from the ref. Looks like it was a legal substitution. Millwood. So that'll bring the ball up to the 40-yard line, and it'll give Cassia Hall it's like a 1st and 5. Now, Cassia Hall with one guy split out right. Here comes Hensley in motion to the near side. And as a handoff up the middle, Millwood stonewall, blue wave, just engulfs the running back for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Millwood had 7 in the box. Kind of hard to run against 7 in the box.
And so that'll bring us to about a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 situation. It opens up the playbook for Cassia Hall here. They come out again. Standard set again. Looks like they're kind of their run formation, and they had action plan, but the quarterback skips the ball. Looks like it was no, it looks like it was actually maybe was it a backwards pass for Cassia Hall, and that actually got lucky.
That would be a loss.
Yeah, that looks like they lost about 5 yards on that. The heads-up play by the wide receiver to stop that ball and actually get on top of that ball.
Yeah.
But that'll bring it up a 3rd and 10 from the Cassia Hall 35-yard line. Clock's running. Cassia Hall with trips to the near side, passing down in. They find a little space, and the ball is just knocked out.
Yeah. That was a good route, but oh my goodness, flag down.
There's a late flag on the play.
Oh man.
Let's see. Flag on the play, 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's unnecessary roughness. I think it might have been taunting. Kerryon Dotson made a great play in covering the receiver, but I think he got a little bit too excited, and I think there was a personal foul there.
Yeah, so just like unsportsmanlike on the Millwood Falcons, which turns what would have been a punting situation into a first down for the Cassia Hall Commandos.
Yeah, and Coach Nick Henderson was livid.
You know, those are the type of things that'll get you sent to the bench real quick.
Yeah.
Cash Hall with a fresh set of downs here at the 49-yard line. Man comes in motion there in a tight formation. Man comes in motion to the near side.
Nice deflection by Big Perry Lewis.
Now, you know, if he had actually been aware of where that ball was, that could have been another walk-in touchdown.
If he could have caught it in the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Perry says I'm good at batting them down.
Yeah. But, you know, that's...
I don't catch too many,
hey, well,
but I bat them down.
Hey, he said you can't call him a big league because he says I'm so pretty.
Yeah, he does think he's pretty.
Yeah. That'll bring up second down for the Commandos. Handoff up the middle, and Millwood stuffs up, run up again.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to try to run against Millwood when they have 8 in the box.
That run goes for no gain, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. The more and more I see this Millwood defensive front, the more and more I'm impressed.
Yeah. You know, these guys are all, you know, really, really strong, good players.
All right. So we got a package change come in for the Commandos. They spread the field, spread formation, pistol, and here we go. Oh, we had a quick move by Casher Hall, and that'll back him up 5 yards.
The question is did Perry Lewis enter the neutral zone?
Oh, they called it a legal procedure. Well,
okay. So
false start on.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 15 now, 8:10 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 15. Millwood makes a quick substitution. Let's see what Cash Hall is going to do here. I'm thinking they may just go ahead and play it safe, but they're coming in with that group change. Yeah,
personnel grouping. You know, that to me is just like almost a predictor of what they're going to do when they bring in all the wide receivers they like to throw the ball to.
All right, so pistol formation, pass is thrown, and he's got a man, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Hensley. In and out of the hands, that pass would have been good.
Yeah, that pass would have been good on Saturdays.
Yeah, but
you know, it was well thrown. The ball was placed in a position where nobody could get to it but the receiver, and he had it. He just didn't control it all the way to the ground.
And we have an injury here on the field. Looks like Hensley may have twisted something here. We'll take this opportunity to take a quick break here. This is Johnny Moore and the coach. Millwood Falcons High School football live from L.W. Good Stadium. Brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, Pierce Lambert is the receiver.
First Security Bank and Trust Company proudly serves our community and believes we have the responsibility to help it prosper. Bank with people you know and trust, right here in our community. First Security Bank and Trust offers customized personal, small business, and commercial financial products and services to meet your specific needs. To discuss your personal
make sure I give them a little time. I think you do a closing mark before you start talking.
23rd Street, or give us a call at 405-424-40.
I said give them a little bit of time before you start your conversation. Once you finish that closing mark.
Security Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
45 seconds.
Need to update your career skills? Metro Technology Centers has the training you need to gain a competitive edge. Metro Tech has hundreds of short-term and online training courses such as architectural drafting, Apple Final Cut Pro, Heat and Air EPA certification, medical billing, welding job readiness, private investigator, Excel 2016, and more. Earn certifications and licenses from industry experts at Metro Tech. For a better future and a better career, come to the best at Metro Technology Centers, preparing for life. Metro Technology Centers are a proud sponsor of the Millwood Falcons broadcast. Now, back to the game. Loves presents Millwood Falcons football play-by-play.
And we are back here at Leotis Robinson Memorial Field. It is 3rd and 10, Casher Hall from the 50-yard line. There was just a quick flag on the play that moved the ball back. Casher Hall still looking here to kind of get some things cooking. They're at midfield. They're here, twins to the far side of the field, pistol formation, and Hensley comes out in motion to the near side. Ball is high. Look for Hensley. Oh, no. And the pass was caught.
Yeah, for a gain about 5 yards or so. How long? Yeah, about 5, right?
Yep. Looks like about 5-6 yard completion.
Yeah, Zyron Ray is on the catch.
That'll bring up a 4th and about 4. And it looks like the Commandos are coming out with a group change. See, I'm not sure. Is this 4-down territory for them? Yes, it is. Yes, Jackson Henderson is still in the game. And Millwood's struggling to and pass is complete for first down at the Millwood 30-yard line. Looks like there was a little bit of confusion in the Millwood secondary.
Well, what happened that time was they snuck the tight end out on an out route. It was like a slow dragger, and Millwood, probably was so keyed into, the outside receivers that the tight end just went uncovered.
So that'll bring up a first down for Casher Hall at the Millwood 30. Flag on the play.
Looks like a false start.
And it just seems like every time Casher Hall gets a little bit of something cooking, there's a penalty that kind of pushes them back.
Yeah, I think they're getting excited. They just need to calm down, stay fundamental, and take their time, and matriculate the ball downfield.
Got to move the ball back to the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 15, 6:53 left in the third quarter. Score is 14. Casher Hall has 0, but they're moving the ball. They're on the Millwood side of the field at the 35-yard line. In like their little power run formation, Hensley comes out of the backfield in motion, and there's play action. And again, they went to a seam pass to the tight end that was thrown incomplete.
And he was wide open. It was a great play call. Millwood wasn't ready. They moved Hensley in motion, and, of course, everyone kind of looked towards him, and so they were distracted. And they actually sent 2 tight ends up the seam, which kind of made the safeties from Millwood freeze.
So that incomplete pass will stop the clock at 6:49. 2nd and 15 at the Millwood 35-yard line. Cash Hall comes out with twins to the bottom of the field. Pistol formation. Ball snap. Handoff up the middle. Quick run. He busts through and brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hard running by Casher Hall.
Yeah, Mark Ashford did a great job. He ran up in the hole. There wasn't anything there, but he kept his feet moving and bounced and found a seam and accelerated through it, and it resulted in a positive yards.
There's some deep penetration that Casher Hall has had in Millwood side of the field. Referee whistle here. Got a second here. We're trying to see what's going on. Okay, it looks like we have a chain malfunction. Quick stoppage in the play. Give him a second to get that kind of figured out and worked out. But we got Casher Hall kind of knocking on the door here.
Yeah, they're trying, as long as they don't give it back.
All right.
With a penalty or a bad play call or, get dropped for a loss.
Let's see.
3rd down.
3rd down and 4. Here we go. Casher Hall with wide receivers on the left and right. Here we go. Pitch out to the far side. Flag on the play, but that run is snuffed out and dropped at the line of scrimmage for looks like no gain.
Yeah, see, again, I just said bad play call, right?
Yeah.
They just ran a straight sweep. They just pitched the ball and tried to get out on the edge against a team that has tremendous team speed. And, now they have their best offensive lineman down on the field getting his knee checked.
Looks like there was a penalty on the play. Looks like it was a chop block by Casher Hall. And that'll move them back as well. So that's kind of a double dose of bad luck there.
Right. The player that's down on the field for Cassia Hall is their best offensive lineman, Sam Coolin, and he's being checked out right now. Hope everything is okay, but you really hate to see that. And then to add insult to injury, there's a penalty for an illegal block.
Yep. So here we have an injury timeout, and while we deal with that, we'll go ahead and we'll take ourselves another timeout. It's Johnny Moore with the coach, Gary Woods, at the Millwood High School football broadcast on
At 11:40.
And we are back here at the Otis Robinson Memorial Field. And it's good to see the young man from Cassia Hall actually able to get up and get off the field on his own power. This brings up a 3rd and 19 for Cassia Hall back at the Millwood 40-yard line. Cassia Hall looking to see if they can convert this again. Pistol formation for Henderson. He goes out. He rolls out to the near side. He avoids the rush. Looks deep. Has a man. And it's dropped. Dropped at the goal line. Number 33 from Cassia Hall. Brock Kelly. The ball just slipped right through his hands.
They excellent play call. They actually set up like a quarterback sort of sweep, and then the receiver to the backside ran a post across the field. He snuck behind the defender. Nice throw. Ball hit him right in the chest, and he dropped it.
Oh, I mean, those were those plays. You got to have that.
And that was a home run ball.
Yeah. So the Cassia Hall is out in the punt formation, looking to pin Millwood back deep in their own end of the field. Ball is snapped. And punt kind of offside of foot, but away from Mr. Houston.
Yeah.
Which I think that's probably the smartest thing that he could have done.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, punting to him is not a very good thing for any, team that doesn't have a nice collection of team speed. He can reverse field on you, hit a seam, and be gone before you realize it.
So Mill will take over at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. This first down is brought to you by Metro Technology Centers. So 5:27 left in the third quarter. Millwood up 14-0. Millwood in that diamond formation. They had success with that last drive, looking to build off of that. Handing the ball off to Marcus Major, and he's actually just caught him wrapped up.
Yeah, I tell you what, if that player wasn't there to tackle him, he was going to be gone because there was nobody else.
So
there was nobody else there to make the tackle.
That was a shoestring tackle on Marcus Major. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Clock's running. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Millwood's making some adjustments here. They come out, and looks like they're coming with twins to the near side. Shotgun formation. And
Cash was showing blitz.
Just gets the ball off.
And they did blitz.
Yep. They blitzed up the middle and bottled up that run.
Yep. Mark Ashford did a great job of coming off the right side, got into the backfield,
and we
have a player down.
Yeah, Millwood Falcon down on that little injury.
I'm trying to see who the player is. Can't tell from here. But you don't like to see them holding their knee like that.
Yeah, it looks like, was that the ball carrier that actually was pulled down and kind of rolled up on when the stop was made? Looks like. All right, but he's actually able to get up, and that's number 50 from Millwood.
Yeah, that's Rah-Rah. Yeah, that is Elijah Rah-Rah Bryson.
But he's a little gimpy, but looks like he's able to walk that off. He's making his way over to the sidelines now, and that will bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Millwood Falcons. All right. Let's see. All right, looks like Millwood's coming out with twins to the near side. Marcus Majors in the backfield with quarterback. And shotgun formation. Ball snapped.
Oh, pressure off the edge.
He escapes the pressure, makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and actually turns it in what would have been a sack around the 10-yard line, and actually was able to bring it back up to about the 21, 22-yard line. This will bring up a 4th down for the Falcons, but now we have another player down on the field here from Casher Hall, number 75.
Yeah, actually that's Sam Colon. Again, I think he's cramping up. And this time, instead of grabbing his calf, he was grabbing his hamstring. So, and when you get cramps in your hamstrings, that doesn't feel good at all.
Well, I think unless they can get some fluids into this young man, maybe an IV or something, he's going to be feeling that all game.
Pickle juice.
Hey.
Nobody likes it, but it's very effective.
Okay, well, there's occasionally I'll go out and have an adult beverage with a friend of mine, and there's a couple of shots that you chase with pickle juice. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, sometimes, tequila can do that for you. But
I want no part of pickle juice. That's why it's important to hydrate, a week in advance. You just have to hydrate.
Well, that brings up 4th down for the Falcons at their 21-yard line. 3:49 left in the 3rd quarter. Millwood up 14-0. And looks like Marcus Majors back to punt again. And, again, I think we could probably use some of that magic that he had in the first half with his punting.
Yeah. Made a big difference in keeping Millwood, out of bad spots.
He gets some, and again, he maybe not as good, but Cash Hall had to return on, and he breaks the seam. And,
all right.
Nice return there.
Yeah. Nice return by Bobby Byers.
Yeah, Bobby Byers, he paid for it. He's got a little hitch in his giddy up, but he's getting off the field knowing that he put his team in a great position to actually do something here inside the 30-yard line going in of the Millwood Falcons.
Casher has a short field.
So this is one of the keys to the games that we had discussed. If Cash Hall can flip that field and kind of put themselves in a position to capitalize on a short field.
Now you got to remember that this is the second time Casher had a short field and didn't capitalize. So just imagine if they would have scored a couple of series ago, short field, then turn around, now they have it again. This game could be tied up if they execute.
So 1st and 10 at the Millwood 27-yard line. Handoff up the middle to their do-it-all back, Brad Hensley.
Yeah, he kind of wasn't 100% sure about running up in between those tackles. I think he's more of an edge player.
Yeah. Well, 2-yard gain on that brings up a 2nd and 8 at the Millwood 25. I definitely think that regardless of whatever happens here, this is going to be 4-down territory for Casher Hall.
Definitely. Hope the field goal kicker's getting ready.
Split one out wide, number 33. Hensley comes in motion, creating twin situation, and play is blown dead. See flag on the play. False start, Casher Hall. So we'll do the 2nd down again, breaks the ball back to the 30-yard line with 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 13. Now, Concassion Hall, again, it's a great opportunity here for them to capitalize on the field position that they have. They march back up to the line of scrimmage. Again, split one out to the far side.
They're going to throw the ball.
Oh, yep, play action. He throws the ball up for grabs and knocked away at the last moment by the Millwood Falcons.
Wow, great play.
Excellent Millwood
play
is
by Dantes Fagan.
Yeah.
Oh no, player down, and it's Big Perry Lewis.
Oh. Yeah, he's down. That.
Yeah, Big Perry's down. I didn't see what happened on the play because, of course, our eyes were following the ball, but yeah. But he's up, and that's good.
He's up.
But he's not putting any weight on it. Come on, Perry.
Yeah, he's taped up. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, here we go.
Right.
Maybe a quick trip to the trainer and a quick retape. Yeah, he's got a little hitch in his giddy up, but he's moving it. He's getting out of there.
Yeah,
so
I think it might have scared him. You know, sometimes big guys like that, they feel something pop in their knee, and they're just like, "Oh Jesus!"
Well, maybe.
And they panic and they just kind of fall out and kind of squirm a little bit.
Well, now he knows how the quarterbacks feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that incomplete pass will bring up. Is it 3rd and 13? Yep, 3rd and 13. No, 3rd and 13 for Cash Hall. Pistol formation. Twins to the top. Single out to the bottom of the field. Look for a quick slant. Almost picked off.
Isaiah Majors.
That was probably one of the most athletic plays I've seen all game.
Yeah,
it won't go, not everybody's going to talk about that, but to be able to get out there and put your hands up and get in that pass lane to almost pick off that slant.
Yeah, yeah. You know, one of the things that you know, people always talk about, you know, are the big three, right? You know, Daniel Howard, Marcus Majors, and Demarion Houston. But I'm telling you, Isaiah Majors is a good football player. I mean, he is a great football player, and he'll be a great recruit for some
Chips at the
program
top.
out there.
Millwood, they're going for it all. And Powell's pass falls incomplete. That'll be a turnover on downs. And Cash Hall waste a golden opportunity.
Yeah. They definitely have had 2 short fields in a row, and Millwood's defense has stiffened, not allowing them to honestly get into the red zone at all. They've just been sitting outside of it, too far away to kick a field goal, but not close enough to really score. So good job by the Falcon defense.
Now, outside of that drive that Millwood had to begin the second half, they really haven't done a lot here on offense. Now they're here with Twins to the near side, one split out wide to the far. Man goes in motion, and it's a fake jet sweep, and the quarterback finds a lane, and a flag on the play.
Daniel Howard, great play, but 3 flags down. Not 1, 3. And I think all 3 of the referees saw the clipping play.
Legal block in the back. I think that's going to bring this just this chunk play that Millwood just had back.
Yeah, it was a great individual effort by Daniel Howard.
Yep. So that'll be a legal block in the back here, and that'll move this, cancel out that huge gain. And actually, there will be positive yardage. Millwood will get positive yardage from that. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Millwood up 14-0. But this will turn that long gain from about a 30-yard gain to a 7-yard gain.
You know what I've noticed? I'm looking out the window, and I'm noticing all these people walking around with chicken wings and pork chops, and they're having a great time out here tonight.
Yep.
Great game, a lot of competition.
So let's bring up a 1st and 2 from Millwood. because of the spot foul.
Wow.
That was a slow developing play, looked like a little draw play that just got bottled up in the backfield, and Marcus Majors dropped for a 1-yard loss on that play.
Yeah, the number 40 for Cassia Hall did a great job of blitzing, getting in there, and blowing that play up before it could even get started.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 6 with the clock running just over a minute left in the third quarter. All right. Millwood in the shotgun here. Howard takes a snap. He looks, and he takes a huge sack.
Yeah, so he has to really learn that when he has that RPO, we call them run pass options. That's what RPO stand for. That if he doesn't have what he wants, throw the ball away. Throw it away. You know, don't take the sack like that. Now it's 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, and that may have been the last play of the third quarter. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Millwood on top, 14-0. This is the Millwood Falcons High School football broadcast brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We're here at L.W. Good Stadium getting ready for the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break because I think we got a tough game here for the Millwood Falcons moving to the fourth quarter. This game is not over yet.
No, it's not over. But like I said, one of the things that that Cassia has to do, they have to find some offense. If they don't find any offense, then what's going to happen is that Millwood's not going to keep making mistakes. They'll get to a point to where they could easily put another 2 or 3 scores up on the board.
Okay. Again,
it's using a cell phone. You will have instant access to all of your financial information, and you're able to check your balance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can transfer funds and even pay bills. You have total control. Plus, we offer personal customer service to help you with all your banking needs. Visit us today at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street, or give us a call at 405-424-4341, or visit our website at www.fsbokc.com. First Security Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You're listening to
10 seconds last for this drop.
Country Stores live broadcast of Millwood Falcons
5 seconds.
on OKC's Heart and Soul. 92.1 and 1140.
and we're back here at the start of the fourth quarter. Millwood just had an incomplete pass, brings up 4th down for the Millwood Falcons. At their 25-yard lines, they're headed towards the south end zone now to begin this fourth quarter. And Marcus Majors is back to punt the ball again. Cassia Hall has the return set on. They had a great return the last time. Now, Millwood seeing if they can pin them back. Great punt. Huge hang time on that ball.
Yeah, but it takes a Cassia bounce.
Yep. Down at the Millwood 49-yard line. No return.
Again, another punt, and Cassia has the ball again on the Millwood side of the field.
Now, I think this is the 3rd time in a row they're able to do this.
Yeah.
Now, eventually you have to cash in on some of these opportunities.
If you want to win, but if you can't convert have these short fields, then you're not going to win. And, again, Cassia has to come up with something different than what they're doing. And I know that they're trying to run the ball, and they've taken some shots, which some of those should be touchdowns because receivers dropped the ball.
Now we had 2 receivers out. Looks like run formation, and they give the ball right up the middle. And it's good for about a 5-yard gain to the Millwood 45-yard line.
Yeah.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that was a good play. Nice little inside dive play. And they need to keep, positive momentum going without a penalty or a turnover.
All right, 11:23. Millwood up 14-0. Casher Hall's moving the ball inside Millwood's territory. Again, handoff up the middle, and they're actually able to, looks like they got another about 3 yards on that play.
Same exact play as the play before.
I don't know if they saw something different there, something that they can exploit, but I think they're looking a little bit more conservative on it, and a little bit more deliberate in their play calling right now.
Right.
This will bring up a 3rd and 2 situation.
But this is what you want. You want 3rd and short, 2nd and short.
All right, split one man out to the near side. Henderson under center, and hand up right up the middle.
Yep, they gave him forward progress, and I think he should get the first down. Ball was carried by Mark Ashford, and he's been really a workhorse tonight, on both sides of the ball. I don't think he's come off the field.
Well, hopefully if they can use him to get into the end zone, but right now they're at the Millwood 39-yard line, moving in, 10:31 left in the game. Cash Hall hit passing formation. They go deep and intercepted by the Millwood Falcons.
Wow.
And he turns, he's coming out of the end zone.
Wow.
And he finds a little seam and he breaks it back and he's looking. He's still going.
Feeling it.
He's still going.
It.
He's at the 50. The 40 and brought down.
Beautiful play in return.
Brought back down to the Casher Hall 37-yard line.
Yes. Dantes Fagan, another beautiful play. In the first half, he had a pick 6. And then the second half, they challenged him again. He got another interception and brought it out. That young man this is going to definitely make his highlight film.
Yep,
And if there are any college coaches out there, he's a kid that you need to pay attention to.
Yeah. Now we have a flag on the field. Let's see who this is against right now.
We have a penalty on the play. It's going to be an illegal block.
Looks like an illegal block.
But that's after the interception. So,
the interception will still stand, but it'll wipe out that amazing return. Again, just a fabulous return. But Millwood able to turn Casher Hall away again. Them with the short field on Millwood's side.
Through an interception. Yeah.
They turn up on downs, interceptions, just the missed opportunities here. Millwood will take over now. The ball at their own 15-yard line, moving out going south to the south end zone. But Millwood will take over. 10:09, first down, 16-yard line. Millwood up 14-0. And they come back. Quarterback keeper. He's found some space. He's moving
nice
again.
move.
And he's got some moves. He's out to the 35 and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of about 19 to 20. That is a first down. That is a first down by Daniel Howard. That first down is brought to you by Metro Technology Centers. Metro Technology Centers, our first down sponsor of this broadcast.
Great play by Howard, nice run, and he played it smart. He just simply stepped out of bounds.
Now, Howard back in the shotgun again. Houston comes in motion, a little jet sweep, and he's got some space.
Whoa.
He's got a little room. He's got a blocker in front of him, and a great play by number 3, Brad Hensley.
Yeah, he was the only one between Houston and a touchdown. And remember, we talked in the first half about getting a jet sweep to, and coaches coming, and he's making those good calls.
That's another first down for the Millwood Falcons. Now they're in Casher Hall territory at the Casher Hall 46-yard line going in. See, Shotgun formation, and it's a fake jet sweep.
They
And
tried that play before, and it's slow developing. It does not work. You know, the offensive line for Millwood is not they're not making the blocks in that play. They need to scrap that one.
yeah, especially against this 3-4 defense that Cash Hall is employing. They're just run blitzing, coming up the middle and kind of just blowing those things up. Knocks Millwood back to the 50-yard line, 2nd and 14, 8:52 in the fourth quarter. But Millwood is marching. 2nd and 14, Millwood up 14-0. Ball at the 50-yard line. Daniel Howard in the shotgun. He's going out. Looks like a design quarterback run, and he finds some space.
Oh, he found the crease.
And he's gone. He's got some space. He's got a block.
Good
He's
block.
got the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Wow.
Millwood Falcons.
Wow. Wow.
Millwood Falcons.
Wow. Okay. On that long, beautiful run by Daniel Howard, Marcus Majors was blocking downfield. He locked up on Brad Hensley and basically body slammed him.
Yeah.
As in all I saw were the bottoms of Hensley's feet. You know, when you have, and that's the difference between a D1 kid and a non-D1 kid.
Well, and Hensley,
plays like that.
Hensley is a good player.
He's a good player, but he ain't a blue chipper.
No, we called his name a few times here on offense and the defensive
Yes,
side of the ball.
he's a playmaker.
But that play.
But there was clearly a difference between he and Marcus Majors on that play.
Oh, that's again. Now Millwood's up, setting up for the 2-point conversion here, and slowly but surely, Millwood is starting to pull away.
Yeah, like I said, when you don't take advantage of those short fields, and I said this earlier, I said if they want to win the game, they have to take advantage of the short field. I said because Millwood can still put how many more scores up?
Yep, 2 or 3.
Two or three. And guess what's happening? You know, now, you know, the question is what's going on in the minds of the players from Cassia Hall? You know, are they close to, you know, packing it in, or are they going to keep competing? We're going to find out here in a second.
Here we are, 2-point conversion, 3 split to the near side. Number 15 for Millwood in the backfield right now. That's Leon Mackey. Okay, quick once over, and the ball is dropped.
Oh, that play's dead in the water.
Okay, yeah, that 2-point conversion is blown up. Millwood will take the 20-point lead, though. 8:24 left in the fourth quarter. And although we haven't had a real red zone possession here for the Falcons, we're going to go ahead and, with that 2-point conversion, that was brought to you by First Security Bank. Now, you can learn how to expand your commercial and rental properties with First Security Bank. Just call 405-424-4341 for more information. First Security Bank, member FDIC. Now, Cassia Hall has an uphill battle here. Millwood is, again, just getting amped. And Millwood has actually made Cassia Hall pay with those 2 turnovers. The pick 6 and then the interception in the red zone from Cassia Hall that Millwood just converted into a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, again, that's what good teams do, right? You know, you don't take advantage of your short field, and then all of a sudden now, because your players are getting tired, you know, and Millwood still have 3, you know, dynamic players, you give them a little bit of room, or if your guys give up a step, they'll make you pay for it, and that's what's happening right now.
So we have Demarion Houston getting ready to kick off the ball to the Cassia Hall Commandos. Cassia Hall and Brad Hensley deep for the Commandos. And we're here, ready on the right, ready on the left. And here we are with the kick. Squib kick going right down the middle of the field. Picked up by Cassia Hall, but covered nicely by the Falcons. But the Commandos far out from their end zone, heading towards the north end zone. They'll take over at the, looks like the 36-yard line. their own 36-yard line, and here we go. Now, Jackson Henderson, he has some work to do. He has some work to do. They got their set. Looks like they're coming in, and we got a 1st and 10, 8:19 left in the fourth quarter. Play clock's ticking down, almost under 10 seconds. Jackson Henderson is in the pistol formation. He takes a snap. He rolls out. He throws the ball, finds his receiver at the 50-yard line. Ball is complete to Hensley.
Yeah, that was a good route, well protected. Those guys ran good routes. It was a comeback play that Hensley ran. The ball was put right on the money.
So that'll be a first down for the Cassia Hall Commandos. Hensley back up to the line, takes a quick snap, looks outside again, and hits Hensley again for about a 6-yard gain.
Okay.
Goes out of bounds. So they're kind of in a hurry-up mode here.
Well, they need to be.
So that moves the ball to the, looks like the Falcon 44-yard line. Here we go. Jackson brings up the Commandos up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the near side. Jackson in the pistol formation. He looks, hands the ball up the middle, and that'll get the first down.
Right.
Hard running for number 22.
Yeah, those were hard-earned run. That's a hard-earned yards there.
All right. Again, here comes Commandos there at the 40-yard line of the Millwood Falcons. Looks like a hurry-up. Ball set, and they're ready to go. And looks like, quick hitch out to the far side, and the ball goes out of bounds for about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they're in their 2-minute offense.
Millwood still playing discipline, determined not to give up the big play.
Yeah, and they also now they're putting in some of their better players. We saw earlier that they had Marcus Major in the game. Now they have Demarion Houston in the game playing safety. And they also have Daniel Howard, playing in the secondary as well. So Coach Franklin's pulling out all the stops to get this victory today.
Yep, now looks like there's a timeout. Cash Hall takes a timeout, and we'll look to take a quick timeout. This is the Millwood High School football broadcast brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be right back.
Need to update your career skills? Metro Technology Centers has the training you need to gain a competitive edge. Metro Tech has hundreds of short-term and online training courses such as architectural drafting, Apple Final Cut Pro, Heat and Air EPA certification, medical billing, welding job readiness, private investigator, Excel 2016, and more. Earn certifications and licenses from industry experts at Metro Tech. For a better future and a better career, come to the best at Metro Technology Centers, preparing for life. Metro Technology Centers are a proud sponsor of the Millwood Falcons broadcast.
10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds.
The Millwood Falcons Sports Online and OKCHardySolar.com. Download the app for free in your app store. Also brought to you by Loves.
And we are back to Leotis Robinson Memorial Field. Cassia Hall fought 2nd and 5. Quick pass, looking out. They're going deep, looking for a little hand fighting, but there is the pass goes incomplete. No flag on the play. Got to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'm really confused as to why they're continuing to challenge the Fagan kid. He's taken 2 from him already. He has 3 pass breakups tonight. He's made big hits, from in coverage in the secondary, and I just got a text from a college coach that I just texted that says, this kid is going to get an offer from them. So this is, I would not throw at this kid. I'd throw to somebody else.
Opened up. Oh my goodness. Now that.
Wow.
Now we had a fumble on the play.
Well, first of all, it was a great run.
Great run.
A great run by Mark Sanford.
Big hit.
And then a big hit. He coughs the ball up.
And the ball goes right to number 33 of Cassia Hall.
Right.
Hits him right in the hands
of Brock Kelly.
And then he drops the ball, picks it up, goes into the end zone,
and scores. That's right.
Now we have a Millwood Falcon down right now. I think it was the man who played the big hit on the Cassia Hall player.
Yeah, I can't quite see who it is. But just like that, Cassia scores.
Now, You know, yeah, I think that was a very fortuitous bounce. That's why I guess the ball's not round.
Yeah.
But got a Millwood Falcon player down on the field. Let's see. Still can't make out who it is right now. But okay, he's getting up now. And I think he just took a big hit, but he's walking off under his own power. Little fuzzy right now. Little fuzzy right now, but remove his helmet. That's number 16 for the Millwood Falcons, Miles Wooten. Yep. It looks like he might have got his bell rung there for us, but he's moving out. They're holding him. He's walking on his own, by himself, but looks like he's okay. And glad to see that young man able to come up to the sidelines, and I think they're going to have to sit him down some and kind of see what else is going on with him. But we're back here at main action, and Cash Hall is getting ready to line up for the extra point. Now, again, we talk about their kick game, and it's the first time we get to see them with their extra point try.
Yeah, they'll put the ball over the hill here in a minute. Yeah,
and
that was beautiful.
Yes. I actually think that went over the net.
Yeah, it did.
Now you got to go and ask those people whose yard that is, and you'll get the ball back.
The house belongs to Millwood. There's nobody there, but yeah.
You remember that when you were a kid? Hey, man, you got to go over there and ask them to get the ball back.
Can we have our ball?
And hopefully they're cool enough. Like, yeah.
They don't have a big dog or something over there.
Yeah, you go back there and get it. No, not with that dog.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right, that brings us to the score is now 20. Millwood 20, Casher Hall 7. 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Casher Hall not out of this game yet. Back to the score. And again, I think that just, sometimes the ball is, sometimes that, things just go your way.
Now, here's the question, though. Okay, you just scored. You got a little bit of momentum. It's 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Do you onside kick?
No, I don't. But I also don't kick the ball spins to the near side, one man split out wide. Pistol formation. He's passing down, and he's looking to, he lets the ball and overthrows his intended target, Hensley. And that will be a turnover on downs. Millwood dodges a bullet. Casher Hall just couldn't, the luck was there. They got the onside kick, and then the momentum just flamed out on a whole. Comes up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet, and there he is. There he is. 49-yard touchdown, and that is it. It's just that quick.
There it is.
Just that quick.
Like my grandma used to say, there it is. He shot through there. How many yards was that?
That was 49-yard touchdown play by Marcus Major.
Yep.
Took it to the house. First play to begin that series. And that pushes Millwood up to 26. They line up for the two-point conversion. Now, and that scoring recap is brought to you by Eric Thomas, Capital Square and Subway stores. Millwood lines up for the two-point conversion. And I think we're going to leave Mackey on the sidelines this time and go with Daniel Howard in the backfield for this two-point conversion.
Golly, that was a beautiful run by Majors.
And here we go.
Oh,
he reverses field.
Yeah.
He throws up and just out of the outstretched arms of his receiver. So that two-point conversion is no good. Millwood still on top. 6:08 left to play in the fourth quarter. Millwood 26. Casher Hall 7.
That was the wrong hall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that they're on their hall tour. They began the season with Heritage Hall.
Yeah, and then they go to Casher Hall.
Who's next? Prince Hall? Millwood takes on Prince. I'd be scared of that game, though. Yeah. Hey, watch out now. Millwood on top, 26-7. Getting ready to kick the ball off to Heritage. Oh, see, again, you got me doing it again now. Casher Hall, the Commandos. I think we'll just roll with Commandos from now on. I'm rolling Commando from now on. So, Millwood lines up, getting ready to kick the ball off. And I think they're, again, the cramps.
Yeah, it's a warm night. It's a warm night, and these guys are playing hard. And if they didn't hydrate, trust me, your muscles will let you know.
Now again, Casher Hall has had their opportunities here. And
yeah, they had plenty of opportunities. They just couldn't capitalize on it. And Millwood's defense has been really, really tough against the runs. Great job by the defensive coordinator. Making sure Malcolm Mack and making sure that this Millwood team is
ready in the right, ready in the left. Ball falls over. Demarion Houston was getting ready to kick the ball, and the ball just fell over. He puts it back up on the tee. We'll try this over again.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, yeah, we got to make a quick change here.
Yeah, trying to give people an opportunity to play.
There we are, Mr. Houston getting ready to kick the ball off. And it kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Shankopotamus. You want that squib kick to stay in between the hashes, and let it kind of bounce around so there's a chance that you can recover it.
I played a little soccer in high school. That was a toe kick.
Oh, okay.
That was a toe kick. He kicked it with his toe, and
to the top of his foot.
It was just the straight foot part of his toe, and it shot off to the side as soon as he kicked it.
Yeah.
Stop kicking it with your toe. If you kick it with the flat of your foot, you'll actually get underneath the ball and drive the ball.
Well, you know, I didn't play soccer. I went to Millwood, and
Well,
and it's very obvious. Other than the newly created women's soccer team or the girls soccer team, you know, we never had a soccer program, and we've never had a field goal kicker either.
Well, hold up, because you had a guy last.
But we still won championships.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's true. That is true. Sometimes, you know, maybe you don't have to be good in all phases of the game.
Yeah. Well, they need more now.
Yeah, because they real good.
Man.
Some of these phases, they real good at.
Yeah, some of these teams that you play at, all classes, you know, have all phases of the game covered.
So Cash Hall will take over at the 40-yard line. 6:08 left in the fourth quarter. He rolls out, and pass is complete, but we got a flag on the play.
Man.
See who this penalty is against. It looks like it's in the area of holding. And this might be coming back. Yeah, it looks like this is coming back against Heritage Hall. Let's see. Against Casher Hall. It is just one of those evenings, ladies and gentlemen. These private schools just seem to just kind of string together. At least I didn't call anybody Cassidy yet. So
they just don't even think about it.
Yeah, here we go. The visitors will take over the ball at, looks like at the 35-yard line. At handoff up the middle.
Wow. Good play by number 53.
Yeah,
Yep.
That whole
Warrior.
That whole play just kind of looked off to begin with.
Yeah, but he made the tackle laying down on the ground.
Yeah. That was a very alert play.
Yeah, very
That'll bring
alert
up
play.
2nd and 24. Clock still running. 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Millwood up 26-7. Casher Hall comes up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the near side. Looking to see if they can mount some kind of offense here in this drive. Bad side. Ball down. Scoop.
Picked up by Isaiah.
It's a scoop, and it's a score.
It is.
Scoop and score.
Heads up play by Isaiah Majors.
That's the second defensive touchdown
fumble,
tonight.
Recovery and score. Excellent job.
So they got it all done that time. And now it's Millwood 32, Casher Hall 7.
What was my prediction on the score? 40-14?
Yeah, well,
okay.
There's still plenty of time to get there.
With 4:58 left in the game.
Yep.
Y'all gonna start calling me the Swami.
Oh, but good. And you know, here's the thing: if those other two-point conversions had been made, that would have brought us to 36. And if this one, they would have put us at 38 if they make this one. But this is far from a far-gone conclusion. Millwood's lining up for the two-point conversion here. Again, the scoop and score.
Yep.
By Isaiah Major.
You know, and they actually practice that, picking up fumble recoveries and returning them. That's actually a hey,
it's my favorite play. It's the kicker.
Yeah,
it's the kicker.
Millwood's kicker is on the field.
Here we go now. Can he make it? And the laces were out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't even pronounce the player's name. His name is Run. Chapapatat.
That's not a real name.
That is really his name. I think he's a foreign exchange student.
No, that's not a real name.
He's from Thailand? Yes.
Okay.
He's foreign exchange. That's what I was saying. He's a foreign exchange student. So can anyone help us pronounce the name?
Let's see.
Run? Run is his first name. I know R-U-N. That's Run.
See, what was his number?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Run. Shan Trap Ipatat.
Shan Trapatat.
That's what we're just gonna call him. Run. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Run Shan. Run Shan Trap.
Run Shan. Run Shan.
Run Cha.
All right. He's foreign exchange student from Thailand. See, when you come to Millwood, you get everything.
Yeah, just a little bit. We got soul food. We got the Taiwan influence.
Great football.
Yeah, there's everything. We got the chicken. We got the I think this is a Thai inspired.
You got a family reunion going on down there somewhere.
This is incredible. Reminds me.
You got a band that's in dancers.
We got Tiffany Brown and her fried chitlin rings. This is incredible. So here we go. We got Run is getting ready to kick the ball off. Getting some extended playing time here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, Run. He just walked up to the ball and kicked.
Yeah, that's it. But
that's the best kick of the day.
That's what you do, and you draws him back. And number 5 for Casher Hall is there to take the.
The ball! And Millwood recover?
And Millwood recovers the pop-up.
Wow.
And Millwood will take over the ball.
Carry-on Dotson on the recovery. And guess what's getting ready to happen? 4:51 left in the game. My prediction might come true, except Casher might not make it to 14.
And that fumble was caused by the kicker. Run's kick caused that.
Run Chan.
Yeah, Run Chan's kick caused it because nobody seen the kick go that deep. So I think Cash Hall was actually surprised. And when he was actually picked up the ball and he took off running and he was hit by Balake knocked the ball up in the air.
All right. Ball handoff to Majors. Majors cuts back. Oh, a flag down. Gee whiz.
All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Flag on the play. This is a fun game. Holding penalty against Millwood. Millwood really hasn't had a lot of penalties in this game.
They haven't. The occasional personal foul. They had a block in the back.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a well-played game, you know. The offense is starting to, kick in now that, Cash is starting to get tired, and Millwood's made some plays defensively.
So here we go.
Oh, wide receiver at the top moved.
See.
Oh, Harold Bagby looked like number 10. Harold Bagby might have moved before the snap.
Yeah, but I think there was a neutral zone infraction. Cash Hall.
Oh, okay. Millwood lucked out of that one.
Yeah. So let's see. They'll get a little bit of that penalty, that holding penalty back. We'll wait for the official word from the officials down here. And looks like offsides encroaching penalty against Casher Hall moves that ball back up 5 yards. 32-7 Millwood Falcons, 4:35 left in the game. We have, it looks like a 1st and 19 Millwood Falcons. Daniel Howard takes a snap. Ball passed out to number 10. Looking for a little space. Still fighting for yardage.
Yeah, pretty good play by Bagby.
He's able to get a lot of some of that
penalty yardage back. Yeah.
Looks like he moves the ball up to the 21-22 yard line. It makes it a 2nd and 7. Motion, Howard in the shotgun.
Okay, trying to figure it out now.
He's directing traffic here. Got trips up to the far side. Little motion coming in. Fake the just. Oh, it goes Marcus Major. Oh, he puts the ball on the ground. And looks like Casher Hall recovers the ball just outside of about the 12-yard line. So fumbled by Marcus Major after a pretty nifty run, breaking it down and getting close to the goal line. But Millwood does turn the ball over.
Man, and that was probably about a gain of about 12 or 13 yards before he fumbled the ball.
Just pushing people. I don't know if it's just, just hot out there and a little sweat on the ball or whatever, but he just coughed the ball up, and now maybe just a little luck for Casher Hall, maybe a little bit too late, but they take the ball over at their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, that's a lot of field.
Yep. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game. Millwood up 32-7.
Oh.
And Cash Hall goes to the handoff and is stopped immediately. Yep. So it actually loses a couple of yards. And the ball is now at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 12. So 3:40 left in the game. Commandos trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone here. They tighten it up here. Look like they're with a power formation. And hand it off up the middle again.
Yeah, great play there by Big Perry Lewis.
Yep, come back in after that little injury scare. Now he's picking up right where he left off.
Oh, yeah. He's a kid that, looking at his weight and his height, he's going to be an inside technique when he goes to college. Basically means that he's either going to play defensive tackle or play nose guard. But looking at him and how he's built, he can easily be a 300-pounder.
Now we also need to start thinking about our player of the game, brought to you by Geronimo's. And right now I'm thinking about that defensive back for Millwood.
Oh, yeah.
And picked
interception by Daniel Howard.
And he
scores.
Walks into the end zone, picked off. And that is the second pick six of the game for the Millwood Falcons.
Yep, and what is the score? What is my prediction?
It's 38-7.
My
Millwood.
prediction was 40-14, and Millwood's getting ready to go for 2.
Yep.
Because I'm not seeing kicker run out.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, he's coming out now.
They're going to let him kick. Okay. So, yes, we were talking about player of the game. For me, it is very, very easy. Dantes Fagan.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that.
Dantes Fagan had 2 interceptions. One was a pick 6. One was, and then he had like 4 pass breakups.
Yes. And the extra point is no good. I don't think we actually got the kickoff. A little trouble with the snap there.
Yeah.
But, as we said, it was a work in progress.
Like I said, we don't have no soccer program.
Yeah. But I will say that, again, run in his kickoff, it's a deadly weapon for the Millwood Falcons, and I do believe that he calls that fumble.
But you know what I think is really most impressive is, that you can come to a place like Millwood. He's a foreign exchange student.
Sure.
And, it's tough, coming to a new school, let alone coming to a whole different country. And then you come into a place where, Millwood is a school that is 90+% African American.
Sure.
And he's coming from, Thailand, from Thailand.
Yes.
And it's nice to see him be able to come out and participate, and we'll have a great opportunity to get a championship ring here in America, being a part of this program and playing a role as a kicker. Can you imagine going back home to Thailand saying, hey, when I was in Oklahoma, on my exchange, I won a state championship.
That's a memory that you'll never lose.
Right. He'll cherish that, and imagine, how big of a deal that could be over there.
Yeah.
So I think he's very fortunate.
And again, another decent kick by Run, and looks like Cashaw's trying to find some daylight. Gets to the 50-yard line. Nice, strong return by the Cash Hall player. Lowers his head and gets to the Millwood 45-yard line on that return.
Wow.
Great return by the Cash Hall player, number 15. That's Flynn Sage. So Here we at Millwood 38, Cassia Hall 7. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the game. Where we went from a 6-0 halftime score to now a 38-7 game.
And Millwood's starting to make a bunch of substitutions, and I don't think they have enough players on the field. In fact, I know they don't have enough players on the field.
But they were able to stop Cassia Hall for about a 5-yard gain. Ball goes down to the Millwood 40-yard line.
And that was a nice play by Antonio Lyons. He's a big kid, man. He's actually pretty massive. He looked like he's a 285-pounder standing at about 6'3". 6'3", 6'4". He's a big kid.
Yeah, that is a big kid right there. Now Millwood's ready. Cassia Hall looks with the fake handoff and goes back the other way on the counter. And he's brought down for a gain of about 4 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for Cassia Hall. Clock still running. 1 minute and 43 seconds left. Cassia Hall still moving in towards the Millwood goal line. Ball's at the, looks like the 37-yard line. Cassia Hall comes up to the line. Kind of tight formation here. One man split out to the near side. Ball snapped up the middle. First down, Cassia Hall. Clock still runs. Again, that's first down. That first down is brought to you by Metro Technology Center. Metro Technology Center, our first down sponsor. So, yeah. First down, Cassia Hall. Clock's running at Millwood's 33-yard line. Yeah, and this looks like Millwood's going to get this victory here tonight. Let's see, Cassia Hall hikes the ball. Oh, met in the backfield.
Yeah, I saw that developing.
While we have a few moments, I want to give a final shout out to our sponsors of tonight. At the Millwood High School football broadcast brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, Metro Technology Centers, Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway Stores, First Security Bank, Riverside Garden Cemetery, the Black Chronicle newspaper, Power 103.5, Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, and Geronimo's, which is a sponsor of our player of the game. And that player of the game is who, Coach?
Dantes Fagan, the defensive back, Millwood High School, 6 foot, 175-pounder. Speed kid, played extremely well tonight. 2 interceptions, 1 interception return for a touchdown, and about 3 or 4 pass breakups, and I know 1 big hit.
Yes.
1 major hit at the very beginning of the game. You know, fantastic player.
All right. Again, the final score of the game is just ended. The final score tonight, the Millwood Falcons, the mighty Millwood Falcons, 38. The Cassia Hall Commandos, 7.
That was almost my prediction. My prediction was 40-14, and it was 38-7.
Well,
and if all Cassia had to do was just convert on one of those short fields, and they didn't. You know, so.
Well, Millwood, you know, a couple of missed extra point opportunities, and they would have easily have made that 40-point prediction come true. So, again, my name is Johnny Moore. I am here with the coach, Gary Woods, and this is the 2018 Millwood High School Football